Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm checking Mafia 3 endings. I played the Mafia 3 completely and I chose a leave ending and we are trying that again. I'll go and see if I can get somebody else to rule New Bordeaux. If it's a new person, I'll show you the bits where the new person is commented. If not, then, well, we'll have to see. Then we have, of course, Plantation House, where we either rule with everybody or we rule by ourselves. So first I will drive to the, well, out of the town and see if we can get another boss ruling this town, because I have no idea how it is decided. Is it random when your assets are in level? Because all my assets are loyal. I did the loyalty missions and they are in similar levels in everything, so maybe in that case it's a random toss. Of course, if you kill everybody else but one, then there's definitely no one else to rule if you're loyal. So I'll see you guys if I find another person to rule this city. So be right back.
Of the city's underworld. It wasn't a crime boss from Boston to Miami who respected her claim, though, so Commission, the Colombians, the Cubans, they all went after her. They realized too late they had no idea who they were fighting. Johnny Galante, throat slit, watching Deep Throat in a porn theater. And Manny Moreno, set on fire outside his daughter's quinceañera. Severo Garcia, buried alive on the beach, drowned when the tide came in. Anton Bagrov, beaten to death with crowbars in the parking lot of the Briar Patch. And then the real criminals came for her. The governor declared martial law, sent in the National Guard, so Cassandra shot him in the head on the steps of the Capitol building. After that, everyone got the message. The city belonged to Cassandra. But the government is like a rogue elephant. It's murderous and patient and never forgets. So the state pulled funding for the schools, city maintenance, you name it. If they couldn't get Cassandra, they'd strangle the city until it gave her up. Hurricane Cassandra, the locals called it. I don't think anyone expected the damage to be so severe that the levees would completely fail, that the flooding would wipe out half the city and force the other half to leave, that the city would turn into the ghost town it is today. It's hard to believe, really. A major American city, left to rot like that? Some say Cassandra was one of the thousands who drowned in the flood. Others say she slipped away to the swamps and still rules what's left of the city's underworld from the bayou. Either way, she's a ghost. She hasn't been seen in years. After Samarkano's death, Lincoln Clay disappeared. The Bureau deprioritized the investigation after a few months, but...
Okay, this is the same we already seen.
I keep an active...
So, interesting end.
file.
So it is random. We need to get Burke still. The Cassandra ending definitely wasn't a happy ending, as we can see. And she really fought back, but unfortunately everybody wanted a piece of her, so definitely not best ending for New Bordeaux. Anyways, I'll wait for back to main menu, and then I'll do that again. I'll try to get the Burke one. So it is definitely a random thing at the moment, because like I said, everybody is even with me. Maybe if I give more districts to someone, that would definitely lead. Or maybe doing just loyalty mission to that guy who I want to lead. I don't know. So, anyways, we'll see you once I get the Berg ending. And I don't know why it started at the start. It started in the game also. So there's that. But see you soon. And we're back. For now, I've been trying to get Berg's ending while I leave.
One car is promised. That's a big deal.
And that seems almost impossible. I might try once more. I read a few things about the internet about how to get certain ending with a certain character. Let's see. My characters. How much do you? Well, no, not bio. Let's see. Rackets and intel. Current earn $360,000. 3 districts. And Vito Scaletta. 3 districts, $360,000. And of course, last but not least, Berg. $360,000 and 3 districts. And I've done all of the loyalty missions. So there are some thoughts that maybe you get the ending when you the character to lead the city. Okay, let's try that again. Basically, there are a few ideas that if you, let's say, I did the Frisco Fields last, I gave everything last to the Cassandra, and loyalty mission, the last one I did was Cassandra's. So there's an idea that the last one you give, the last boss you work with is the one who leads. Well, that didn't happen. It was Vito. Vito was the middle one. Then there was an idea that the first one you give all the districts you are gonna give. The first one you do the loyalty missions also would rule. Well, that didn't happen because it's a Berg. Berg had 3 districts first, and Berg loyalty missions were done first, so that didn't happen. Then there were theories that if some boss earns more than others, he or she would lead. Again, apparently other communicated that while they had, especially, I think it was Cassandra had some that who earned most and Berg least, and Berg was the one who actually was left leading the town. For me, it's either Cassandra or Vito. And I think it's quite even. Mostly, at some points it gave me Cassandra more than Vito, but it's quite even. And let's just say I've been doing this now, what? Over an hour. And I haven't got Berg. So I guess when it's all even, the Berg is the one you don't probably get unless you get really, really lucky. So everything even, it's either Vito or Cassandra. Only thing I can think of to make certain, well, there's a couple of ways. One certain way is, of course, you aggravate 2 of the mob bosses and kill them, like Cassandra and Vito. Then, or Cassandra and Berg, or Berg and Vito. Then you decide definitely who's gonna lead after you leave. Maybe if you give 4-3-2 split with the districts, that could make certain. But let's see who wins now. Cassandra or Vito? If it's Berg, I'm overjoyed. But let's just say I don't believe it's Cassandra.
After Lincoln vanished, Cassandra took control of the city's underworld.
So it would seem that if I get Berg, it's very unlikely. Like I said, I've been driving that part now way over an hour, and it's either Cassandra or Vito. So if I continue, maybe I get lucky at some point and get Berg. Maybe it's the next one I try. That's why I've tried over an hour. But I think it's time to retire that try. I think I said, if I can, I might have said earlier incorrectly, but let's see that to continue to play, either you choose, well, continue to make choice, ending choice, I mean, is you choose to leave the city, then you get earlier save and you make a choice again. The other way, that doesn't lock the ending, is choose to rule alone, which we will do next. And there you kill all your mates. And again, then it then we get the ending, and then it reverts back to the save where you have to make a choice. The one choice, if you do, is rule together. Then it ends, and you can't choose any other endings. You just can complete collectibles, you can complete races, and, well, that sort of thing. So while you can continue play, well, there's probably much not left to do, depending how you play. So if you want to see other endings, don't choose rule together. But yes, we will see you soon. I'll choose to rule alone. We see that. After that, I might try again once, leaving the city and see if I can get Berg, but probably not. So, yeah, be right back. Okay,
Everything you see is for sale.
we're back, and
Show me
I'll
what you got.
Hope you have.
do a little test. Let's see, where's my rifles? Okay, let's see what kind of a weapon this
See
is.
with that. See you later.
I need to call him back. So,
That's the million-dollar question.
oh yeah, yep.
No, her parents didn't let her go out like that.
No. Okay,
I'm in
That's-
Frisco and I need supplies. Be out directly.
so that's the sniper rifle with night scope. But I'm gonna change guns a little bit.
See anything you
Let me see
need?
what you got.
Hope you have.
Okay, is there something I would like to use? 46. Sounds Deacon. Wait. Masters of Phoenix. Heavy damage of... Okay, let's take that. By the way, how many bullets would this have? Yeah, it's 619. That's quite a load. Let's take that. And that. Just
Be with
because.
that. See you later.
Now, I don't know if the loyalty missions could decide. So if everything's equal between the characters and you just did loyalty mission for one, so maybe that could swing the balance. I don't know. And honestly, I can't even try it unless I start all over again. And as funny as that would be, I probably won't do it. No, I won't do it. But let's go get a few other endings, and first things first is rule alone. Hopefully I choose correctly, because if I remember correctly, if I choose the rule alone, then we should be able to try again. Well, we will see it once I do that. So once I'm closer to the area, I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, We're almost here, so let's see how this goes. Should be interesting, maybe. At least I hope.
All units, pursuit is called off. Abandon search and return to patrols. Repeat, pursuit is called off. Abandon search and return to patrols.
Yeah, I might have hit one person while driving towards here.
Sal and Georgie are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
After all the bullshit, it's almost impossible for me to wrap my brain around the fact that we actually did it. You're a fucking saint, Lincoln. And I'm honored to know you.
So we finally gonna get our chance to make things right in this town. Bring a balance to things. Wasn't certain we'd ever actually get here.
Now that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
So,
It ain't personal.
and that's it. Bit unceremonious end, but that's it. As you can see, we still get the money, and we are by ourselves. But nothing personal, of course. Right. Now, let's see if I can get another choice. So, I'll be right back. And I just restarted the game, reloaded in back, and as you can see, we still have a choice. Leave the new Bordeaux or drive the plantation house. So, I'm gonna try once more here. I'm not gonna show it to you guys. So, if we get the perks ending, of course, I will show it. But if that doesn't happen, which is very likely, how it's been going lately, I'll load back into the game, and then I'll choose
Someone to get this cash out in the bayou.
rule together, and after that I can't make any choices and try to get the perk ending. Okay.
Really? No, thanks.
Got something I can hang on to for you?
Better not lose this.
On my way. Call me
So-
if you need me.
We will see what we will see. I'm almost certain that once I get back here, we are doing the rule together ending, and we won't see the perks ending. But maybe I'm surprised. So, we are back. So, unfortunately, no perk ending for me. Of the three of the endings, where Vita stays as a lead or Cassandra stays as a lead, it's in the middle, I would think. Cassandra, well, obviously the worst. Although that makes sense about her personality, because, like she said, if she had a gun, she would have dealt anybody who attacked her, and while she has the guns, she won't bow to anyone. Berg, sorted everything a little bit better. And yes, this is a spoiler if you, for the Berg ending, that you think that he would die for the cancer. Well, no, he doesn't. He actually uses some of the money to go a doctor in Mexico and get a illegal organ transplant and whatnot, and I guess he lives around 17 years and dies in a hail of bullets, killing around 8 people. So, story-wise, I would say that the idea that Berg survives, well, it's Berg. Berg does what Berg does, but overall, when we help to get him the cars and the money for his daughter. I think that ending is not so good for the Burke altogether. Maybe, who knows. But now we are going to choose differently. Last time we killed these guys and it wasn't any personal, it just was work. But now we are ruling together. Let's see what kind of end that is. I can't remember. I have chosen that because I tested all the endings when I played this originally.
Sal and Georgie are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
After all the bullshit, it's almost impossible for me to wrap my brain around the fact that we actually did it. You're a fucking saint, Lincoln. And I'm honored to know you.
So we finally gonna get our chance to make things right in this town. Bring a balance to things. Wasn't certain we'd ever actually get here.
Now, that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
So F is ruled together.
We're not here because of what I did, or because of what any of y'all did. We're here because we stood together. And as long as we stay strong, ain't no one ever gonna fuck with us.
After he killed Selma, Colonel Lincoln Clay took over. But he wasn't content just to run the city. He expanded out across the South into Florida and even the Carolinas. There's so much money coming in, and he's been smart with it. He spreads it around, makes sure the right people get paid and stay paid. The city's favorite son, Yeah. Rebuilding the Hollow, buying up Frisco Field, reopening the theme park, all that money and goodwill. He thinks it's made him untouchable, but no one is untouchable. He might have plastered his name across a few schools and hospitals, made donations to a charity here and there, but nothing absolves him of his crimes. That's why I agreed to do this documentary. I want to shine a light on the real Lincoln Clay.
Lincoln gave in to everything. Drugs, booze, prostitutes, you name it. If he made $1, he was involved. Seeing him on the news, strutting around. Sometimes I think he should have died over at Sammy's with all the rest of them. There'd be kind of a peace in that. Turn it off! Nothing else to say about any of this.
Okay, I guess we get the same ending texts. Yeah, that's a question: which ending would be the best? Maybe for Lincoln Clay, the ending where he lives and Widow runs New Bordeaux would be best for personally for Leo. Leo. Lincoln Clay. But on the other hand, Lincoln Clay ruling New Bordeaux could be best for the New Bordeaux, maybe. At least it seems like it, but maybe personally it's not as a good of a choice for Lincoln. Hard to say. But if you leave as a Lincoln Clay, then Vito ruling the New Bordeaux is definitely the best, as apparently he can make it work. He makes the contacts. He can keep everything safe. orderly and tidy. Cassandra, while she tries to do the best, probably she tries to do what Lincoln manages to do, but her history and her way to deal things, if she's pushed, she definitely push back, and when she push back, she push really back, and that can cause problems. Burke is something between. He handles things somewhat diplomatically, but he also pushes back if he's pushed. But he apparently, we know this already, but apparently he doesn't rub the people wrong way as much as Cassandra does. So yeah, there's that. So basically, I would say that Lincoln Clay, if he stays, does what Cassandra tried to do. But again, the personalities plays how they rule the new Bordeaux. It's hard to say how Lincoln... Well, it seems like everything's going nice and smoothly for New Bordeaux when Lincoln is in rule. But is it personally best for the Lincoln? Who's to say? Because we don't know what happened to Lincoln personally after we stopped playing. Anyways, that is all of the endings. Unfortunately, not the Burke ending. Yeah, there's that. I wish I had seen it. When I first played, I left the new Bordeaux, and I'm fairly certain, yeah, I got Vito ending at that time too. So 2 for 2, I got Vito ending. Cassandra ending is something which I get, well, that was the second try when I was trying these different endings. Second try I got Cassandra. So yeah, overall, if everything is in balance between the mob bosses or your assets, you're more likely to get Cassandra or Vito. They might be even, it's hard to say because I didn't make any notes. At some points I got Cassandra like 3 times in a row, then it changed to Vito, then again Cassandra, back to Vito too. So yeah, it's hard to say if there was any deviation. But no Burke, not whatsoever. And like I said, I tried that all over an hour. And it was either Vito or Cassandra. And unfortunately, I was in a situation in the game that I couldn't go back and kill somebody because there's only one save. So that is Mafia, all true and true, without Burke ending. So yes, basically, I'm gonna make a check. So if I understood it correctly, now that I choose to rule together, once I load back into the game, there is no choice. So the choice is gone. So I'll check that to make sure. So I'll show it to you guys and I'll see you soon. Be right back. And indeed, while after checking the end credits, it threw me back to the intro, where, well, basically where you choose continue or new game, main menu, I mean. And indeed, while once I loaded in, there's nothing there. We are done completely. We can't choose to leave the new Bordeaux at all, and there's no other choices. So only thing I could do is go for the races. I'm not gonna do that, or grow some weed, and neither do that, and maybe go destroy the billboards to get the achievement, and maybe try a few of the achievements too if I would want to do that, but probably not. I think that's enough for Mafia. So, anyways, that is all the endings I could get. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the Burke, but yeah, it is what it is. So, next time, something new. So, I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.